4 years in, I had a strategy that actually worked. I backtested it, I'd seen it print, and I still couldn't make money with it. The same setup, some days I'd nailed it, and some days I blow it up. And I could not figure out why. So I did what everyone does. I assumed the strategy was broken. I went and found a new one, then another, and that kept on going. I started doubting the guy who taught me. I started doubting whether any of this even works. And eventually, I was doubting myself. It took me way too long to realize something. The strategy was never the problem. There was one invisible thing quietly destroying every edge I had. And once I saw it, I couldn't unsee it. So let me show you exactly what it is, because if you're stuck, I bet money that this is why. I ended up drawing the whole thing out to make sense of it. And this is it. So here's what I realized. It's a loop, and once you're in it, it feeds itself. So it starts here with inconsistent behavior. It's not a bad strategy, it's inconsistent execution. So you take the same setup, but you don't trade it the same way twice. So one day you hold and the next day you bill it early. So if we are going to look at the second one, we're talking about unreadable results. And here's the part nobody tells you. It does something quietly fatal. It makes your results unreadable. Think about it. If you execute the same setup 3 different ways, you get 3 different outcomes. You have literally no idea whether the edge is real or whether it was just you. Your own data is becoming noise. So if we are going to look at the third one, it is about doubt. And when you can't read your results, you start to doubt. It's first the model, then the person who taught you, and then the knowledge itself. And finally, this is where it gets dark, yourself. And that was me. I doubted everything. If we are going to the fourth one, doubt has a cost. A trader who doubts, hesitates, overrides, second guesses, which means you come back at inconsistent behavior. And you behave even more inconsistently. And the whole thing is spinning faster. And that's the trap that 95% of traders are stuck in, this loop. And they think the way out is a better strategy. But if you look at the middle, the strategy was never the broken part. So let me now show you the 4 behaviors that keeps this spinning. And I guarantee you will recognize at least 2 of them. So number 1, you cut winners early and you hold the losers. If we are taking a look at the red box, the trade is running in your favor. And you grab the scissors and you take the small win. Why? Because deep down you don't trust it will last. So you snatch it before the market can take it back. If we will take a look at the green box, it is running. And the loser, you hold it. Because closing it means admitting the setup failed. And you can't afford another reason to doubt. So the 5%, they do the opposite. They let the winner run, green box, all the way. And that's not because they're disciplined robots. It's because their execution is consistent enough that they actually trust the setup to do its job. So if we take a look at the last box, is the real lesson here. You're not managing the trade, you're managing your fear. Sit with that one. So number 2, This was my biggest mistake, so you better pay attention. You take a couple of losses, it's normal, expected, statistically supposed to happen, losses, and you decide the model is broken. So you jump from strategy A to strategy B to strategy C, new setup, new indicator, new guru, and every time it gets uncomfortable, you leap. So if we take a look at the green box, here's what I didn't understand back then. A few losses are not a broken model. Every edge on Earth has losing streaks built into it. If you jump every single time you hit one, you will never see an edge to play out. Because an edge only shows up over a big sample, and you keep resetting the sample to zero. So if we are going to look at strategy A, you see it 3 times. It's stressed, you take a loss, you take a win, and you finally win. So the 5% sit with one model, same strategy, over and over. Stressed at first, then calm, and then it clicks. Journaling, repeating, staying, put through the drawdown. Not because they're tougher than you, it's just because they've seen this exact losing streak before. And they know what normal looks like. You build, right, before normal. Lets the rule play out so they can actually read the result. So every override makes your results unreadable again at the top of the loop. So let's say you put your hands off, you let it run. Now you've got a clean result you can actually learn from. And that ends up in winning. So number 4 is the most comfortable one, which is exactly why it's the most dangerous. And I did this for years. If we take a look at the first image, more learning feels like progress, but it's a hiding place. So you buy the next course, you watch a new video, you collect the next setup, you consume, and it feels like progress, but it isn't. It's hiding because as long as you're busy learning the next thing, you never have to sit still long enough to find out whether you can execute the thing you already know. So if we take a look at the green one, the 5% go deep on less. One setup in 100 reps. It's boring, it's repetitive until it's automatic. The 95% go shallow on more and call it studying. New knowledge is exciting, but repetition is what builds trust. And trust is the whole game. So let me show you why. So you remember the spiral? It was a circle, round and round, never arriving. The way out isn't another loop, it's a straight line, and it only runs one direction. It starts with the one thing that you actually can control. It's your consistent behavior. So, consistent behavior makes your results readable. And the moment your results are readable, you can finally see whether your edge is real. And that's what lets you trust your model. When you trust your model for the first time, you trust yourself. That's the thing I was missing for 4 years. So here's the order that fixes everything: consistency first, trust second, and results as third. Almost everyone runs it backwards. They chase results, get inconsistent, they lose trust, and fall straight into the loop. But flip the order and you climb out. So, this is the whole reason I don't just sell people a strategy. You don't have an information problem. You've got more information than you'll ever use. You have an execution problem. And fixing that is the entire point of becoming profitable. So here's what I want you to do. You just watched those 4 behaviors and go count how many of them were you. One, two, maybe all four. Whatever your number is, that's your starting point. And to make this actually usable, I built a trading psychology game plan, a personalized worksheet which you fill in. You mark which of those four are hitting you right now. And it maps out exactly what to work on first. So you stop guessing. It's free and the link is in my bio. Fill it in today while these four are still fresh because the people who write it down, those are the ones who actually break the loop. The ones who just nod and scroll, they're back in the spiral by tomorrow. Don't be that guy. Go grab it. Link in bio. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow for more. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you later. Ciao.